Hello, I'm Dr. Barbara Becker Holstein, and I'm back to talk to you today about a very important subject. It's called resilience, and you've probably heard about it in the news a lot because when the news talks about kids and their anxieties and even their depressive tendencies, particularly during and after the pandemic, you often hear the word resilience. Why do you hear the word resilience and why is it so important? Because it is part of the human brain to have a certain amount of energy and desire to thrust forward in life and not give up. That's basically resiliency. Now, wouldn't it be great if everybody had just a ton of resiliency? But we don't. We're all born with some, and it's an instinctive part of human nature to want to survive. But lots of things get in the way. Everything from the environment you come into, to illness, to different aspects of the way we live. And unfortunately, even parents often do not know how to restore resiliency in a child or encourage it and make it work with more efficiency so that the child can flourish. So right now, I'd like you to stick with me and watch a little film. It's just a tiny snippet, about 27 seconds, where the girl in my two books, Truth, A Diary of a Gutsy Tween, and Secrets, A Diary of a Gutsy Teen, keeps her diary and expresses many of the issues that kids face growing up. So just join with me after the 27 seconds.
We moved, and I was miserable for a while. I had to leave my best friend Angela behind, and I had to leave Paul, even though I wasn't so sure I was in love with him anymore, because he was too short. For a while, I felt so alone, and like I didn't have anyone to talk to, except for you.
Hello and welcome back. I'm so glad you stayed. So you see in this little film, the girl has some upsets and worries. They may not seem very big to you, but they are to her. And she's not exactly sure how she's going to solve them. Well, let's think about these issues. What are a lot of the issues that kids face? A lot of times it's the first crush, or it's missing friends when we move. It can be a teacher that in some way makes a kid feel bad. It can be family struggles in the house where there's fighting going on. It can be a sibling who makes the kid feel jealous. And I bet you could go on with even more things than I'm thinking about. So what is a parent to do? Well, there are three simple things we can talk about. One is listen. You listen. Don't walk away. If a child seems to be upset in some manner or in her room too long or whatever it is, just stay alert. And if he or she comes to talk to you, please don't have a bias. Just listen. There may be a real problem with someone that's bullying him or her, or the loss of a friendship, or a question about something like, do I need a bra? In life, sometimes we forget that the most simple things that need answers and help, we forgot to give or we were too busy. So listening is very important. Another thing that can be very important is actually joining your child sort of at the emotional level and saying, I am really here to help you. Yes, I will take you shopping for better underwear and a first bra if that's what you want to do. And yes, I will try to be home and get off my phone. And remember that it's very important to just be willing to take action. Action can be a little disturbing because maybe what the child needs is so different than what you expected. And maybe the most important thing that you can give your child is a sense of empathy. Because when we feel that we understand or we're trying to understand someone else's problems or what they're describing, there's almost like an energetic field that goes out and connects the two of you. Many children during the pandemic may have felt that parents were somewhat distanced or preoccupied because, in fact, they were. Not only have they been worried about health issues, but many have had to work from home in different settings or lost their job. There's so many complications, and that can break this bond of empathy. But empathy can really get you started with your children and bring you closer, because who is closer than members of a family? And it's very important that we struggle to keep empathy alive. You can do it, your child can do it, a grandparent can join in helping to do it, and even a younger sibling can become empathetic if he or she really understands a little bit about the problem. So I would suggest to you that once again, you gather your courage to go around the next corner and just begin to do what needs to be done. And it may be very well talking, listening, and providing empathy to your very own children.
Dr. Barbara Becker Holstein is a visionary positive psychologist who has married positive psychology concepts with modern-day technology to reach people in ways never attempted before. She is fiercely dedicated to helping people of all ages and all stages of life find purpose and pleasure in being alive and being themselves. She's a best-selling author, award-winning selfie filmmaker, Zoom drama creator, positive psychologist, and podcaster who helps us overcome anxiety and alienation through multiple media channels. More information, including information on her films for young people that have won over 100 awards, websites dedicated specifically to positive psychology and the truth for girls, award-winning books for both young people and adults, a store that offers free gifts, books, films, and a number of free downloads, Zoom films, video podcasts, TED-style talks, a library of articles spanning over 15 years, stage plays, audio podcasts, and even a humorous video series entitled Old Time Radio are available at her website at enchantedself.com.